Hi, this is Kerry. I want to talk today about the sun transiting through Aries. I use the sidereal zodiac. I'm a Vedic astrologer. And so if you're looking at Western astrology, they're going to tell you that the sun is moving into Taurus, around April 19th or so. So today is April 18th, 2024. And I'm talking about the sun going through the sidereal sign of Aries, which is from April 13th through May 14th this year in 2024. So without going through the debate about those two zodiacs, we'll do a different podcast on that. I just wanted to talk about the sun going through Aries. And literally, guys, through the last 20 years, people have begged me, can you just do something for each sign? To be honest, that takes me a long time, but I'm going to try to do that today and just see how it goes. So this is an experiment. Let me know what you think. So generally, when we're looking at the sun being in the sign of Aries, it's great for the sun. Each planet has its own sign of exaltation and debilitation, which means exaltation is it does really well in that sign, and debilitation means it struggles in that sign. Well, the sun is exalted in Aries. So every year from mid-April to mid-May, we have the sun going through Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It has a lot to do with initiation and starting new things. It's a fire sign. So there's a lot of energy and activity and beginning that is associated with Aries. So in general, that's what we can expect. Let's get things going when the sun is in Aries. And this year, like last year and like next year, we'll have Saturn affecting Aries a little bit. So Saturn is currently transiting through Aquarius, and from there, Saturn has the ability to aspect Aries. So in overall, when Saturn aspects, it can feel like pressure or slowing things down. So while we may be all excited to get things going at the moment, we can, but it may have a feeling of, wow, why is it taking so long? Why are there all these delays? Why do I have to redo this thing once again? Well, it's likely because of Saturn's influence on the sign of Aries right now. So in general, we may be getting things going, but it might be a little slower than we hoped. So that said, I'm now going to spend a little time from each sign's point of view and give you an idea of what Sun in Aries might be like. The other thing before I do that is I wanted to mention great Jupiter. Jupiter is currently in Aries and will be changing signs on May 1st. So halfway through this Aries transit this year, the April part, we're going to have Sun and Jupiter in Aries together. And then from May 1st through beyond, Jupiter will be in Taurus. So you may also feel a little bit of a shift around May 1st simply because of shifting signs. So if you have Aries rising, or if you have Aries moon or Aries sun, or a bunch of planets in Aries, you can think about yourself from the Aries point of view, and likewise from all of the other signs. So I'm going to go through each sign one at a time. If that sign happens to be important in your chart, then what I'm saying could be relevant. So Sun in Aries. For Aries, this would be the first house from Aries. So this is a lot about, what am I going to do? What are my new things? How am I going to change? What new growth does it look like for me? At the same time, with all of this Sun in Aries, all of the planets are somewhere else also. There's a lot going on in Pisces and Aquarius right now. So for the Aries amongst us, it could feel like there's been a long buildup, a long wait, something I've been working on a long time. It could also feel like I don't think I can go forward from here until I really, really let go of some other things. There may be some goodbyes going on for the Aries that's really essential for you to actually move forward. So you've got one foot in the past, one foot in the future, Aries. Get yourself together and find the courage and make your plan and get it going. Who better than you? All right, Taurus people. The sun will be transiting your 12th house during this time. This happens every year. So when the sun is transiting through the 12th house, it can feel, again, like, wow, there has to be something I lose. And for the Tauruses, the sun is the ruler of the 4th house. So, geez, maybe there could be something about moving or changing house or some sort of shifting with home. The 4th house also has to do with mental state. So it could feel like you could feel a little lost at the moment, ready to move but not quite sure where to go. Taurus energy is quite settled and doesn't love moving quickly. So that could be what's going on, a feeling of, I know I have to go, but I'm not sure if I'm ready. So never fear, Taurus. Things will come around. All of the planets in Pisces for the Tauruses could also feel like there's shifting going on with relationships or groups or colleagues, that kind of thing. So good luck, Taurus. Gemini, the sun is your 3rd house ruler. And in Aries, the sun is transiting through the 11th house. This could have a lot to do with siblings for the Geminis. Maybe you'll see your siblings during this time. Maybe their siblings are like colleagues as well. There could be shifting going on at work. This is a lot to do with writing, perhaps. The 3rd house has to do with writing and communication. So the Geminis could be in major creative mode here. There's a lot going on for Gemini in the 10th house, which is work. There's a lot going on for Gemini in the 9th house, which is purpose. So this could be a very, very exciting time for the Geminis. They could be in full creative mode, making connections with people, getting themselves out there. So keep it rolling, Gemini. This is your time. Cancer. So the sign of Cancer has the sun as the ruler of the 2nd house, and going in Aries, it'll be transiting the 10th. So similarly to Gemini, work projects could be very prominent at this time. This could also show perhaps an increase in income or assets for Cancer people. The 2nd house has to do with family. It has to do with the food we have, the money we have. So the sun being exalted in the 10th house for Cancer could be quite positive for the Cancer people amongst us, especially with Jupiter accompanying the sun until May 1st. This could be things looking up financially for Cancer. Could be complicated though. Cancer's also got those 3 amigos going on in the 9th house. It could feel difficult, or the Cancers amongst us could be switching track as far as what they have been focusing on as for what is purposeful. With Rahu being in the 9th house for the Cancers, 8th house lord in the 9th, there could be a lot of shifting going on. But have hope. I think that things are going to be good for you Cancers. It's been tough, I'm not going to lie. The Cancer, from Cancer, Mars and Saturn being in the 8th from Cancer has been really tough this last month. So in a few days from now, around April 22nd, Mars will be moving into Pisces, and that could feel like a slight relief for you Cancers. Okay, Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun, and Aries is 9th from Leo. So this transit could be nice for the Leos. It could feel like after a long time of chaos that the clouds are clearing and that the direction is becoming more clear. The Leos are probably thinking about, what is my purpose? It could have been very cloudy for the last 6 months, and now things are clearing up. Similar to Aries, the Leos could be really focusing on personal changes. So if you are a Leo and it's been a little unclear, don't be afraid to put yourself first right now and really figure out what you need. The other people will figure it out. It also could be that, Leos, that you are dealing with some difficult relationship issues, with Saturn and Mars having transited through your 7th house this last month. So there could be a lot of negotiations going on and thinking about how to separate from things that aren't serving you. So it could be a little bit of a rough time, but the sun going through Aries should make things a little bit more clear for Leo. Virgo, the sun transiting Aries is the 12th house lord transiting through the 8th. This may not be as fun of a month for Virgos. Also, we have to keep in mind that Virgo is currently hosting Ketu, one of the nodes of the moon, and Rahu is opposite. So for the next year, things could continue to be very exciting for Virgo. And overall, it might feel like, wow, things really need to change. There are some deep, deep changes that need to happen. It may not feel comfortable. It might feel scary. Your 12th house ruler, the sun, 12th house has to do with letting things go. The sun will be transiting through the 8th house of very deep changes. So if things seem a little unstable for the Virgo, that makes sense. There's also a lot going on in Pisces right now, which is 7th house from Virgo. There could be a lot of relationship ups and downs going on for Virgo. So as a Mercury-ruled sign, you're also dealing with a retrograde Mercury until April 25th, and then Mercury returning to Aries later in May. So, I think there's a lot going on for the Virgos. So my best advice is slow down. Realize that answers don't always come at once, and be ready for the deep changes. Libra. The sun is Libra's 11th house ruler. So the sun for Libra represents long-term gains. It represents colleagues and friends. So the sun is now transiting through the 7th house, which is relationship related for Libra. So this could be a very social time. This could see the Libras amongst us finally reaching goals that have been a long time on the radar. There could be a lot to do with relationships. It could feel like relationships are finally coming into focus, or that if you're a Libra, that you're finally ready for a relationship. So good luck, Libras. Their relationship is hard. But I think that, it's like you're finally seeing some results. I hope that. Scorpio has the sun as the 10th house ruler. So that means for Scorpio, the sun controls career and work and even money. So if you are a Scorpio and you've been out of work, or you've been changing jobs, or you've been working on certain projects, this could be a great month where you finally feel like, wow, I'm doing things and I'm actually seeing results. I'm actually able to do the work. There's a lot of creative influence for Scorpio right now too, with the planets in Pisces. So if I were a Scorpio, I would really try to get some work done this month. I think it's very supportive for work and for being seen. I know Scorpio tends to fly under the radar sometimes, but the sun being your 10th house ruler, it might be time to let yourself be seen again. And with Jupiter moving into Taurus for Scorpio, this could be a new era for relationships as well. The next year with Jupiter in Taurus, from May of 2024 through May of 2025, you might want to look out for developments in the not only financial realm, but also relationship realm. Sagittarius, the sun will be transiting through your 5th house. It's your 9th house ruler transiting through the 5th house. And with Jupiter in the next couple weeks, the Sagittarius also might be getting a bunch of clarity about where to apply their desire for learning and growth. There could be a lot going on with children, with parents, with higher education path. A lot. This is a very positive transit for the Sagittarius. The 4th house for Sagittarius right now has a lot going on, so it may feel a little chaotic at home. But the sun in Aries should really, really light your path through May, mid-May. Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And from Capricorn, the sun rules the 8th house. So Leo is 8th from Capricorn. The sun and Saturn are not the best of friends, so it can be a little bit difficult when you're trying to tell a Capricorn how good the sun is going to be for them. That said, it could be a feeling of changes in home, deep changes in living situations somehow. This is a very positive transit as well, I think, for Capricorn even. It might feel like inspiring to get something started again. It might feel like you've waited a long time and now you can finally launch. The sun in Aries is also aspecting Libra, which is the 10th house of career for Capricorn. So it may be that, you're finally, after a long time, ready to start a new job or start a new project or business. So best of luck, Capricorn. Aquarius, you currently have Saturn sitting in your sign, which is positive actually because Saturn rules Aquarius, but it could still feel like things are taking a long time. And this might have been a difficult last month with Mars transiting through Aquarius. So from Aquarius, the sun is the ruler of the 7th house of relationships and will be exalted in the 3rd house of fun and skills. If I were you, Aquarius, I would put myself out there. I would call my friends. I would ask somebody for a date. I would figure out what's fun for me and try to relax a little bit. To realize that a lot of the pressure that you put on yourself is coming from inside. And give yourself some rest and relaxation. Pisces, the final sign of the zodiac, is 12 away from the sun. So that makes the sun second from Pisces. So I think this is a lot about work and earning. I think it could feel like a very busy work time for the Pisces. Very creative and fun, but also work. And possibly an increase in income. So, my last little podcast I made was about letting things get messy with all the planets in Pisces right now. So the ruler of the sixth house from Pisces is the sun. The sixth house has to do with work and service and health as well. So it could be that with the sun exalted finally and away from all the things going on in Pisces, that you've gone through some health issues and that things are clearing up and that you're finding new ways to manage your health and it looks a little bit more positive. So that could be what the sun looks like in Aries for the Pisces among us. And that would be the end, all 12 signs. I hope you like this. If you do, let me know. I'll keep doing things like this. If it's like meh, whatever, I'll do something else. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If anything I mentioned here strikes a chord, I love working with people one-on-one with their charts. If it makes sense to talk to me, please reach out and get on my schedule, and we'll shed light on your chart specifically. Take care. Until next time.